Alright comrades, so this is new episode. We are heading north to nearby Well Grace area. This is gonna be 2-week work remote trip. I may relocate a few places, but generally that's gonna be the destination. Never been there, so I'll show some lakes, fly some drone, this and that. Also upgrade for this trip an actual Starlink mount. Now my car is not as high. I don't care as much about branches, it's almost on a level. And for the wires, instead of zip ties, I decided to do just velcros. Right, so it's not wobbling, it's actually away from branches, it kind of goes underneath and to my modem over there, nice and tight. A very nice cushy 4-inch foam mattress now, so sleeping is gonna be awesome. Lots of extra space. There's been a few little upgrades and more to come. Let's buy some mousetraps. So while camping, I will be from now on deploying traps under wheel, just driver's seat as well when car is parked prolonged periods of time. Been driving last night until 11:30. All I could make it to is this spot. Found it on Overlander. Gonna mark it down for myself. It's kind of nice little turn off from highway. You barely hear noise from highway. You're definitely not really seen here. You could park there and no one sees you. Anyway, just to pull off and near Clinton. The shitty thing about such trips is if I need to go to sleep, look how much stuff I need to unload. I'm not used to that. When it was just cruising, exploration trips, I don't need the piano, because the back seats right now are up to the roof, right? That's my piano and computer bags and just basically things for work, water, all sorts of things. This is all my wiring box and just shopping bags. It all goes in the back. But for prolonged stays with not just fishing in mind, even if it was, let's say, vacation right now and I didn't need to work remote, I still want to be able at any time have my laptop, my keyboards, if I feel inspiration, log in, do some music. And it's just so much crap to deal with. It's very inconvenient. If it's like staying in the city somewhere in the curb, it sucks. And generally my setup is relatively stealthy, used to be. In city environment, I could just park somewhere, hop in, no one would even know someone is sleeping inside, right? I don't have roof tent, none of that stuff. Or even just pull off in civilized areas, like off some beach somewhere. Generally, fisherman guy, park, came early probably, who knows, walking around somewhere. But the work remote or tripping with music, which is basically what I'm doing from now on, always tripping with music as a potential. I may not get to it, but if I feel completely inspired, it may suck me in for a week, and every evening while working remote I will be just playing with music or doing stuff. Or maybe it's gonna be fishing, I don't know. It's an option that I always need to carry with me. And something like this I wouldn't be able to do in the city. The road is definitely not the best here. There's some potholy places. Even a couple of lakes I'll arrive right now to check out. I can't fly drone. It's too bad. Intention was every one of the, I think, 3 lakes nearby. I will fly, but I guess not. And we are arriving at Bosque Lake. It's almost the same size as Crooked Lake, where I aim to stay for at least a week. Again, I may change locations next week. Oh, look at this. There's absolutely no one here. And that's what I expected beginning of June. This far away from highway, I probably wouldn't see anyone. So yeah, we'll walk out a little bit, but see, it's raining so heavily. I'm gonna get soaked wet. Just for quick videos. So idea is I'm gonna check some of these lakes right now, see which one is more picturesque and stay at that. But I think Crooked Lake is probably the most picturesque because there is a mountain right on the side of it. So on satellite image, this does show that it's a big clearing area, because sometimes it doesn't match. You look on satellite, it's like, oh, there's not a whole lot going on here. Tree coverage, you arrive at the place, it's like there's way more open space, and vice versa. But this kind of matches satellite view. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 camps. Definitely huge space, can fit big rigs. View-wise, typical Canadian lake. Well, not typical. Typical would be completely flat. Here you at least get some kind of, you know, hills, something. Nice sandy beach. So this is Bosque Lake. I see lots of paw marks of wolves, coyotes and things like that. Yep, see. Definitely really nice sandy beach here, but man, phone is getting wet. It's water is calm. Whew, 5 o'clock. I need to rush. There's 3 more lakes to check out, I think. I'm kind of going against my rule here almost. So the 2 lakes that I'm going to right now, they're nearby. It's actually almost like half an hour to tour. Then another half an hour to get back, or more like 40 minutes to the lake I intend to camp at, unless these lakes prove to be amazing, but I know they're not. I mean, the lakes may be amazing, but as far as a spot for Starlink and solar, I can see these 2 lakes. The campgrounds are kind of surrounded by trees. There's no good enough clearing. I want to arrive somewhere and deploy before it gets dark, but I think I have time. So for that reason I'm making this detour. Teasdale Lake. Let's check it out. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is... No, even for Starlink, it seems like big opening, but the trees are too tall. Even Starlink looking up adds too much abstraction for work remote. You get, like, for streaming Netflix's, buffering, downloading some crap, something like this is fine, right? For like a casual kind of internet use, but it's not good enough for work remote. Yeah, trees are too tall. So all in all, it is like 8. Ooh, lots of wood. Oh man, I wish my roof wasn't loaded right now. I would grab some. I literally don't have any space in my truck to grab this wood. Wow, such a nice pile. Rain stopped. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like, well, do I really need to fly a drone here? Again, another just a bit over typical Canadian lake, right? You at least have some hills, something, right? Not flat. Beach here is gravel at this point. Nice and calm. And maybe all of these lakes here are quite fishy lakes. Again, if not too many people come here, chances are it's not overfished. Actually, see on satellite image, if I do, this looks like there's way less opening than it actually is here. So sometimes satellites can be fully trusted. So I was thinking to go to this lake here, but as you can see, you can't, even from this camp spot here, you can't really like see the actual lake. But I see there's some cottages or something. So I'm not gonna bother doing this detour. I'm just gonna start returning, visit this what do you call this lake here, Elbow something. Oops, world imager, come on. Elbow Lake, and then boom 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 boom, proceed from south and arrive at my Crooked Lake. We are entering Elbow Lake. This is almost like 2-3 times smaller lake than Bosque Lake I visited, or just now Tisdale. 1, 2, 3 campground spots. Okay, first person, actually first person, and he's got the best spot. And you know what, this lake, this spot where the guy is, it would work definitely for Starlink. Solar is questionable. I would need to see trajectory here. There's definitely toilet here. All these are rec sites, right? You don't pay anything, just clean up your shit after yourself, like really do. Come on guys. And that's the difference, remote places kind of in Canada versus states. It's beyond Arizona, Utah and Nevada, hard to find. I was gonna say hard to find places where you don't have to pay stuff. Sure, there's some BLM land, but even in my years of traveling in states, I've noticed BLM reduction, right? Because I don't know, people come in, companies, they wanna build shit, private properties get built. It's just slowly being reduced. At least here in BC we do have this four-wheel drive association, and they do fight for the rights of access of people to the lands. Because I don't know to how much of a degree they help to fight for our rights to have access to these places, but I'm sure it's big enough contribution. Otherwise it would be just private properties everywhere and so on. And in states, traveling like this, it's hard to find places without some kind of fees. So gravel place here, smaller gravel, more like gravel mixed with sand. The view here is nice on Elbow Lake. Look at this. Right? There's definitely something to look at. I'm surprised how much freaking snow is still here. But then again, just me being on this ground, it's probably already 1,000 meters above sea level, just being on this plateau, whatever, this area. So by default it's just higher, so wow, that's quite a bit of snow. And I really like this campground. If it wasn't for work remote, right, where I need as much solar as I can get, sure I have extra fuel right now on this trip, but still I need goddamn solar. Starlink wise, I think this is actually north, so it will look there, so there's no problem with these trees at all. But I think, yeah, see the sun is over there. I think the trajectory here is probably something like this, completely obstructed by trees. But otherwise, look at this. Beautiful, 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 beautiful camp spot, right by the water. You have your little tent, lullaby of the waves in the night. Just like these guys, you know, have fishing rods out, boom, you're on a boat, you're cruising, just no one around. However, as I got in the car, I just killed 3 mosquitoes in the car. We opened the window, they just swarmed in. Being outside, I didn't notice. So, this place is definitely mosquito-ish. And as soon as it's gonna get dark, they're gonna be coming out. Hopefully, Crooked Lake is not like this. I really don't want to deal with mosquitoes. Hello, Crooked Lake. So this is the turnoff. It's very close by the road, very. Right, so not exactly isolated, but again, who drives by this road? Look at that, that's my spot. Oh yeah, that's Snowy Mountain. Huh? This is the most picturesque. Let's go check it out. Okay, so this has got to be after rains, but generally, so there's some kind of a lodge touristy thing there. That's okay. Yeah, I don't bother them, but it don't bother me. So it's quite shallow here for a while. It gets deep like around like this spot where, according to whatever depth maps I've looked at. Oh, but the sun is there, the trees are here. I need to see the sun trajectory. Oh, right, because it's west, right? So it's getting sunset. Right. Because when I was looking at satellite image, calculating roughly trajectory of the sun, how much sun I would be getting, sun should rise roughly about there, and almost all day I should be getting solar, except evening's gonna suck. But let's see sun trajectory. Nice. There's a toilet here. Not that it matters for me, but still makes life easier going for number 2. There's a designated spot. Don't need to dig little holes and stuff. Alright, yeah. This is, according to satellite images, my research, this is exactly what I expected. This is exactly what I'm getting. Beautiful sun coverage throughout since early morning, right? That's what I always do to maximize coverage before going to sleep. Make sure, according to trajectory, solar panels always positioned to maximize morning sun. So unlock Starlink to basically don't look up, look wherever you want to look. So for now it right away turned to be that way, which is fine for me. This tree is not an issue, but I think it's initial. Maybe it will try to optimize, because generally it should be looking north, unless constellation of satellites, because even this year, and the reason probably they introduced, hey, you can just force it up flat at this point, is because every year they're launching something like 5,000 satellites, right? They launched 5,000 last year, maybe this year, so there's just overall more coverage everywhere. So now, whereas before it was critical where it looked, now it's just like, okay, I'll just look up whatever. Yeah, so the car will get the most sun kind of like this if I back in towards water. Morning will be okay, noon will be fine. Actually, since the sun is like going like this here, I guess in here it doesn't really matter if I stay like this or face my back towards lake. Man, peace and rain started. It's a good feeling. Well, so Deirdre Park towards the view, beautiful. Starlink is pointing in perfect direction, perfect. So already set up tent. Well, I gotta screw it in before wind picks up, and then rain started and I had everything here, so quickly just throw stuff in there. I guess wait it out, or maybe start unpacking all the electronics, hook up monitors and all that stuff. Well, first I need to deal with that in the rain. Have a little beer. Actually, you know what? No. Just gonna sit here, pop a cold beer, fresh off the fridge, and just, I don't know, watch some YouTube or something for half an hour. I need to unwind. It's been wheeling all day, pretty much. Looks like I need to order this lead struts. Because canopy comes by default with glass, plasticky glass. It's light. This, because it was broken into once, this is all aluminum. And this lid is heavy. These fins last for about 2 years tops. Ooh, it's actually holding. Right, because it's supposed to be like this, but it goes like this, and what that produces, water drips down here and then onto my lid, like right here. When it's heavy rain, even there drips onto here. I want things to roll off on the sides. Beautiful morning view of day 2 at this place. It's almost approaching 11, but too lazy to get up. Nice view. It's been dribbling a little bit just now for about 20 minutes, tiny bit. Now sun is back up. Too lazy to get up now. For now it's coffee time. Watch some pre-downloaded YouTube. Starlink is off right now just to conserve energy. But I gotta move from this place once I get up. it's not working out. The tree that's on the side here, kind of, and the way Starlink is positioned, not like this, how when I just came, it's kind of like that. So, well, yeah. It's not working out. I have dropouts here and there. It's okay for internet use, but again, for work remote, not good. So I'll have to move to the other camp spot. Alright, well, while I get obstruction map update from this reparking, I just want to make sure this tiny bit still doesn't obstruct. If anything, I may need to move right here a little bit closer. This I'm gonna move. Tent is gonna be here, solar is gonna be like right here, fire I don't like it here. I may just relocate it here, and I'm not gonna have that much fire here to start with. Okay, there's this log, there's that one I could chop and carry, and I guess just drag this onto the shore, let it dry over a few days. There's barely anything here. This, sure, I can all the way from water part, chainsaw that, crack it up. That's probably a few nights of some kind of not huge fire, if I need fire. Not good place for firewood, no driftwood here. So while this is doing its thing, I'm gonna walk and see. And there are definitely mosquitoes here. As soon as sun came out and I got in the car, through a window, I killed like 3 of them. So in hot days, yeah. See, I'm also by that little pond creek. It's not from rain. There's some kind of a little creek going, something, so water accumulates, like swampy place. Same as this kind of swampy place. Piece of wood I could grab there. Hasn't been good solar here, but these guys here arrived. They were asking me if I saw any grizzlies. I'm like, oh, there are grizzlies in here? Oh, obviously it's up north. And so apparently this is as grizzly country, this lake, as it gets. This apparently, they said, they come here often. They like strictly here for wildlife photography, just casual, not business, hobby. But they're specifically looking for grizzlies. They said on the road here they saw today fresh piles of grizzly shit. There is no black bears in this area. Well, I guess because too many grizzlies, and grizzlies are like, hey, black bears, get the hell out of this area, right? Because black bears are chickens. This is a definitely good heads up, because I'm always kind of in headphones, although like out here I prefer to do transparency mode, right? So I can hear waves and things like that while something's playing. So I get external sound as well as some music going. And basically they said, yeah, like, so this lodge over here, main reason, fishing. This lake apparently is good, they said, for fishing, and that's why that lodge. Of course, not very sure, you gotta take off a little bit. And they talked to some locals over there at the lodge recently. They've seen, like, around somewhere there between these two mountains, there's like a family of 8 grizzlies or something like that. They definitely come around here. There hasn't been an accident in this region with grizzlies in many, like in over a decade or two. A reason to possibly poke out of a tent, see what's up. Especially in the evenings, right? Once I'm in the music and I'm in headphones, I'm oblivious to what's outside. Sleeping in the car, right? I have endo frame, nothing's gonna get in. Windows may be broken, but nothing's gonna get in, so I'm super safe here. But sitting in tent in the evening, that's the thing. Also, it's one of the upgrades I gotta do once I transfer the tent, because I was talking to those guys for a while now, like half an hour, having ciggies. So 2 of my motion sensors on both of these sides, looking kind of like that way, as you can see, are broken branches from last year. I do have 2 new ones I ordered. They're in the car. It's something I was gonna substitute on this trip, and I'll do it shortly. So at this point, just in case, I'll be carrying bear spray on one side and a knife, just even walking around here. Alright, well, This goes on my belt. You bears. This I haven't, well, I bought it like 4 years ago, haven't used, but the guy said he has a 10-year-old one. He had same suspicion, and actually last year he used it just to test. Yeah, still works, still everything fine after like 10 years. It is pissing rain. I just closed lid on the truck. I should deploy awning. I should have done it earlier today. This way, actually no. Because the wind is super strong coming that way, so even if I had awning up, it still could go on the lead and so on. So that's why this view window is closed, because rain can still get in here. I got this little bit here. So just slowly unpacking wires. There's some Velcro bits here that I attach to table in different places and on the back. I'm just waiting for Gorilla Glue to cure. They detached. And continue setting up. Set up piano since it's raining. Continue editing US chip on this phone. Still raining. No more morning view. See, in situations like this, it's nice, track leveled, but I can't raise awning much higher to be on the level, because it's kind of sloped. That leg is broken, and this wooden pieces is as far as I can go, so I'm limited. No more morning view of coffee. Oh well, at least I can hang out here. Got a bit of a patch of calm. So I'm like, before editing, before any of these things, I just filled a bunch of holes of Gorilla Glue, screw them, because you know the wood is already kind of damaged by screws coming in and out. So just fill holes with Gorilla Glue and just screwed everything's curing right now. Because yeah, another like, I don't know, dozen pulls and this whole thing would come off. Some of those upgrades I was mentioning that need to happen. New lights. So I like this design. Essentially my two of these are like flickering. I think this one only has out of like 6 only like 1 working or something, because the problem is they're flipped upside down, right? They're supposed to go up, but still I make sure all the connections here of wire are silicone sealed still. They're not designed. Some water accumulation, look at this, condensation. Well, it's also cheap, whatever, 40 bucks a pair, Chinese stuff. This one still works, but there's actually constant amount of water on the bottom. Basically all these sets need to be replaced. I do replace them every 2 years. Some of them maybe lasted 3 years. Like I've gone through a couple of replacements since 7 years ago. Something is getting done here. It's kind of raining, but I just want to finish some things. But what I also noticed, my fishing rod is going plop 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 plop. There's something sitting on it. I just casted the sinker with floating balls. Let's see what's in here. There's definitely, unless it already took off. It's been ages. Since Christmas time I didn't do any piano practices. It's not to play piano, it's just for composing, to speed up things. I don't care about playing piano. Oh man, melodics. Seriously. Yeah. Because starting around Christmas I started organizing my music, new finds, prepping for the February. A little raving, learning DJ mixing stuff software, doing those mixes, prepping. After that some spring was like editing videos, my videos, her video, visualizations, blah blah blah. I just kind of took the DJ kind of detour from composing, but let's go for it. Never mind. I need I need to use this hand for this anyways. pretty decent day, I would say. On and off. I was back to sun. It's okay. Okay, I need to rearrange solar a little bit. But what I noticed is I may have issue here in a couple of days. It seems like water levels at this lake are slowly rising. This log yesterday I put on the dry land. It's now in wet. The water was about here. Now it's almost at the table. This campfire place that I wanted to utilize for actual fire instead of this is starting to go underwater. So I expect water will continue rising. It's probably some of the snow still kind of melting here, right? Funny, on lunch break I took out those motion sensor lights. I still need to install. I just took out all the instruments, everything, put it down, boom, rain started, wind picked up. Had to actually wear a hoodie because right away it became cold. Now it's back to sunny. I need to go t-shirt. And yeah, I didn't get to install the motion lights. Well, hopefully kind of stays like this. Like this whole week, according to forecast, is gonna be on and off, some rains and some sun. Well, it's been a very rainy and cloudy day today. I had like brief moments, half an hour maybe, of solar. Basically, even the car, 3 solar panels didn't have enough charge. Because once I go inside in the evening, like late evening, I'll crank my butane stove. It's gonna be like 25 Celsius inside, nice and cozy. But that means the fridge, especially the freezer, because I have it set at -20 for some seafood stuff, it needs to, it basically thinks like, oh shit, it's like in such closed environment, it's super hot, so it keeps on triggering way more often. So I'm running the car right now for like an hour, charge power station as well as the actual car battery for the night. Okay, that kind of spooked me. I'm sitting there even through my headphones, but in headphones I have transparency mode on. Behind my tent, huge noise of like horses or something. I'm like, horses, what the hell? So I come out with bear spray, just in case. Could be moose. I don't know what sounds moose make. This, like, are these wild horses or could be wild actually. In these regions there are sometimes wild horses. Hi horses. You're very close, huh? Oh, this one's peeing. Hello. Hi. I'm friendly. I'm friendly. Friendly. Yes, I am. Hello. Hi. Oh, this is not good. Definitely overnight the water rose. My pin's already going underwater. Ah, jeez. There's a table going in. That campfire is pretty much gonna be non-existent by the end of the day. Fishing rod is approaching. Well, how far it's gonna be rising? I really don't want to relocate. Like, is this whole field here, like, is this whole beach gonna eventually in a week submerge, or this is kind of a limit up to this table, or hopefully this stops. This is what I get. A hail. Some crazy weather going on. Huge winds. I we actually get a break this evening. Look at this beautiful sunset. It's a little bit dribbling right now. It's kind of on and off, but for the past hour it's been just sunset. So after that hail was gone, a couple of hours of work I still had, and then, well, actually, yeah, after hail is gone, it's like right away change. Some blue skies came out finally. This is already what, Tuesday? I came here Saturday. Except for a few patches of sun, I haven't been lucky here at all, and today was cold all day. No wonder, hail, right? I had hail for probably like a good half an hour of huge winds. Necessity burning, basically burning garbage, even though it's dribbling a little bit of rain, and the only way I can get it going is with my fan. Could get it going. I already have 2 bags of garbage on top of my car roof, and I don't want to accumulate too much of it, smells and things, especially since I ate some seafood stuff. It's rotting, whatever, right? I don't want to attract animals to my camp, so I just decided to start a fire and just well, I see like it's dying off, but as soon as I do this, there you go. That's how I'm doing it. First time on a boat. It's Wednesday evening already, and I came Saturday. Just pissing. But no, like it wasn't really sunny today, just on and off. At least it wasn't raining. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna go about there. I need to check depth map, but for about at least 100 meters here. It's all really shallow. It's time to say goodbye to Mr. Beast. Ooh, actually, before I go, I should pre-download some news or whatever YouTube happening today was, and shut off Starlink. Conserve energy. Just trolling, using like a rooster tail bait, not bait, lure. Blackish, I don't know, but in this area across highway, some hours away on that lake, I know that one works great. I was told and verified. It's the same kind of region, similar, maybe not, I don't know. So there you go. I'm at like 15 meter mark somewhere here. I don't know, what's already a little bit darkish, well, not darkish, but cloudy evening. Maybe trolling it on the bottom there is not a good idea, especially since the main body is black. But what I want to try another day, when weather decent, is go here. Right, so there's some pinching going on here, some rapid depth changes, and also a river. So if I maybe hang out in this area, I may have a better fishing opportunity, but that's almost double the distance from car that direction. Gonna hug around the corner there. And sun is almost out. It's getting rapidly cold, and I'm not wearing a jacket, just this. Double pants, legs are warm, but here I'm getting a little cold. Such a big distance there to row to that. But I want to still hug the, kind of going back, hug the coast there. Maybe something will come up, but yes, no success. Well, I'll see how following days go. I am kind of feeling like relocating on Saturday morning. I don't know, we'll see. I gotta have at least some kind of bites here. I did have on the coast the other day, just it being there. I definitely want to fish, and there is a fishy lake, I know. I was gonna work in a tent a little bit, do some reels, and continue working on visuals for my free hour sets to be released the following 3 weeks in June. But it's kind of chilly in the boat. I was like, oh, whatever, just gonna go inside now, get my 25 Celsius and do a little bit of US editing trip. But just want to show you, there's this cool thing they sell, coconuts in TNT. Comes like this. This is a unwrapped version. So essentially you do this, you do that, then like so, then drink it. When it's done, it's young coconut, it doesn't have heart inside body, it's very soft, very coconutty. So then I take off the top, right, pop in half. You got your fresh coconut meat, just a snack. I basically wanna drink this up now, unwrap, do the same thing, crack it up open, ready for, I'll have dinner right now. And after dinner, this is gonna be my whatever, sweet snack. It's going to be a beautiful day. Somehow I woke up at 7 for whatever reason. Just been chilling, editing US trip, lid open, some sunshine. And if it continues to be like this, then today is when I'm flying drone. But unfortunate reality right now is that I gotta start working. Damn it! Alright, well, my little office. Oh, but there is some patching up for tent I gotta do since it's sunny. Somehow I ripped this on last trip. That's Gorilla Tape for. And then I do have some leaks, well, in the seams. I can't take care of that, but I noticed there is some holes generally that I have. There's one here. I saw some other one here. So for that, and also the one here, I think in the back where I saw one. And for that it's gonna be Gorilla Glue. While it's sunny, yeah, let it dry now. And hopefully this tent continues to serve me this season. But I have a feeling after this season I may need to get another tent. But whatever the tent is, it has to be a little bit more winterish. Oh, there's a hole here. Maybe I should patch it up, because then it can drip here, and here. And yeah, so it has to have no mesh on the roof, right? Because this way in colder temperatures heat doesn't escape. But in summertime I need to use a fan. When it's super hot day, even with windows open, I gotta crank a fan or it's a little bit too hot. All right, my gear and stuff haven't done. So today for fishing, I'm going not in the center, car is already there. I'm going all the way there. That's where river is roughly. Man, looking at it right now, this is such a long way using this. A very long way. and I'm going against wind right now. Actually, wind is pressing me a little bit towards the shore if I'm not doing anything, and also blowing me a little bit like that towards the car. Man, it sucks I didn't take the anchor with me, because let's say I'm there and I just want to cast, whatever, chill, I'm gonna be blown towards the shore. It's like there's always some kind of work needs to be done, and hands do get tired after a while. Anyways, time to go. Nice day today. I'm going, I'm almost here. Well, ideally I want to try this river here, but man, my hands are tired. So far away from car. I'm really contemplating to get a 2-stroke motor here. I've approached the northern campground. Man, there's no way you can pedal this. This took me almost like an hour. I did take just a few breaks. Okay, let's switch this. So there it is. If I camped here, it wouldn't work for me at all. But I knew it already from satellite images. Look how much shade is in there, not a whole lot of clearing. I mean, it may be a cool campground. Obviously, it has access to this much deeper waters over here. But, oh man, the wind. Like, I'm not doing anything, but wind just blowing me quite hard. But I want to get there and take a break. Finally, a break. I really wish I had that 2-stroke motor. Whew. Alright, let's check it out. Ah, okay, I thought it's a road. No, it's not the road. So there is a big space here. So there's still too many tree abstractions. But, ooh, toilet as well. Some wood, nice. Well, since I'm here, maybe I should look for some mushrooms. Although it's early in the season still. I'll try to pay attention, especially it's been raining. But yeah, it's still too early. Still no. Ooh, okay. So there's like a even boat launch. Ah, there's the road. Ah, big field. Big field. And looks like someone is camping here. Hello, who are you? Bird. Yeah. Pooping for camera. Oh, look at this. Look at that. But these are... This is false morel. And false morels are extremely toxic, like extremely. There's some kind of a phenonym that's in jet fuel. Like, it's extremely bad for humans. But yeah, let's check it out. I don't think morels ever get this big. Yeah, that's not how morels are. But maybe there are some morels here. Tons and tons and tons of false morels everywhere here. Round shape, round texture, very close. If I didn't read books, I wouldn't know. Okay, well, in this little patch of forest, whatever, except some bed mushrooms, there's really nothing. Yeah, so let's change lure, let's try different. I know this one, rooster tail with black sparkly fins, that works at one of the lakes that potentially I may migrate to on Saturday. I've trolled not a single bite right now, like really. Last night, however, as I was hugging the coast, I did have some bites and then it gave up. So maybe I should try like a more sparkler blue fin. This is just backup black. I did have half away right now, orange floating ball attached as well, and also the shrimpy scent fin. That didn't work, so then half of the way I took out the ball, just not to distract. Bright colors, maybe they don't like it here. Man, but it's actually, I'm limited. That's why I got blues, and where's my greens? Oh yeah, there is my green. Oh, there's actually, is it biting or rocks? Biting or rocks, there's lots of rocks here. Oh, it is biting. Or rocks. Okay, I'm being pulled, so I thought this is... Oh man, I gotta rush. I thought this river flows into here. No, outflows. That's why I'm like, why is it so easy to go this way? Oh, yeah. I think it is biting. Indeed. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm in safety now. Holy sun, so bright. It wasn't biting. It was basically scratching bottom the rocks as I was getting pulled into the river. That's crazy. It was so close. If I procrastinated more, like it took effort right now to row out of that flow. Like my hands are exhausted now. Like it really against current hard. I was just getting funneled in there. Okay. Well, for fishing, this lake is disappointing me. Maybe there is some fish in there. Maybe there is some crazy spot somewhere. By river mouth here there doesn't seem to be much, and again it's outflow, not inflow river, right? You want river to kind of flow in, and I didn't expect it to flow out. Usually like kind of rivers flow from the north, or so the legend is. So I'm not sure about the lake. I've never visited. First I'm gonna visit it. Looking at Starlink images, I mean satellite images, it doesn't seem like it's a spot for me for sun and for, I mean, it may be for Starlink, but not for sun. Or maybe on satellite images, just basically, ooh, there you go, that works. Maybe it's just obstructed by trees, kind of shadows. I'm not sure. I gotta go check it out for myself. If that spot is good for work remote, I may just stay at this new lake I've never been to. But the neighboring lake nearby, probably like an hour 30-minute drive on FSR, maybe 40 minutes. That one, I came last June. It was very fishy, like bites every 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go to that one if anything. That lake was, I think, my second work remote trip, as I was kind of getting my setup done, prep. Like I still had that tiny smaller power station, but I guess I didn't face lots of issues because well, first of all, I wasn't using my PC and everything for my own feeds in the evenings, right? As soon as work over, I'm like shut down, right? Power station wasn't big enough capacity. And also almost the whole week I was there, it was sunny, so I had no issues for power really. Besides, oh, I'm okay, I gotta move. Oh, I really gotta move. I'm being sucked again. Oh, look at this. Just look at that. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Nice. Still I'm getting cold. Jacket. Still didn't fly the drone today, but it's too late now. But I'm maybe halfway still from the river. And yet again, I'm changing my mind. So I decided I'm gonna leave tomorrow evening. Straight right after work, I'm packing a tent. It doesn't have to be nicely packed, just shove it in the bag. Just electronics I gotta deal with. Basically leave everything except the tent packed. So I'm gonna deal with awning right now. I'm gonna pack away solar panels. I'm gonna pack all of these things away. Fire I didn't burn. I'm gonna start it now. May as well enjoy it. I got tons of woods here that I can't carry with me. No room. Boat I'm gonna, so I'm running the car right now. I'm sitting at 70% on power station. and so that tomorrow I don't have to have solar on. It's gonna last me easily all day. I'm also charging, yeah, so I'm gonna run a deflator right now and all that and pack. Oh, finally, even by the fire it was getting a little chilly. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to lay down and watch something, get my heat going. So the razor clams from TNT cooked. Oh, they're barely cooked, which is good. They've been defrosted since yesterday. Some crab soy sauce, I just tried one, and some of them are actually with caviar. And it's like, oh my god, absolutely delicious, with some garlic stems. Oh yeah, amazing stuff. I changed my mind. I'm not going to the new lake, but I don't know, going to the one that I do, and that's because when I plotted stuff, it's not really on the way. It's like an hour detour, and I really didn't want to arrive today in darkness. I was just thinking I have a fisherman buddy, my father's friend, but he's on minivan. And as far as I remembered coming to this lake, I'm like, oh, because I didn't pay attention. Like for me it's like, oh yeah, it's easy to get here. So I never paid attention, and when he asked about it, I'm like, oh yeah, actually, you know what, I'm not sure. So I'm trying to pay attention here. How is it drivable for a minivan? And yeah, overall road to come here is just FSR until you do this turn off. And for me it's nothing, all these puddles and things, and some ditches, but or stock truck. But for him on minivan, oh, that's probably sketchy. Huh? There's some people. My memory is definitely vague of this path. Ah, so peaceful. Yeah, I see little fishy circles. There's definitely some people there, but I'm going to a secluded northern end. Yeah, on a van he wouldn't be able to drive here by the lake path. Duckies! More duckies! Beautiful sunsets here, but as you can see, right, like it's pretty. Oh, mosquitoes here for sure. It's pretty fast, flat standard Canadian lake, and then the only reason people come here is fishing. Look at that, it's like whole families here. And that's way too many people for my liking. Too many. This is supposed to be path to hug and go and park where I parked last year. But I see a big log. And a sign. Private property. I wonder if it's just a bunch of bullshit. You know how sometimes people reserve their little spots? They're like, oh yeah, put sign, put something, and it's a whole lot of horse shit. Okay, there's some kind of other sign there. I'm gonna go read. Oh man, I damn it, I don't wanna camp by those people. That is complete horse shit. Oh, there's this little, so there's a chain there, log here. Obviously there's a bypass here. Some people are probably like, oh, what the hell is this, since when I'm going? But it doesn't seem like fresh tracks here at all. I was just here last June around this time, maybe. Anyways, yeah, it doesn't feel like fresh tracks. I gotta look at that image. I think there's another sign over there. Maybe like this whole little peninsula thing someone bought. What is this? Does it also say private property? It says here private property as well. So like this whole line basically. Oh man, this is a whole lot of bullshit. Oh. I may have to be surrounded by some of these people. Okay, so the idea is I want to see which way Starlink is gonna look. I unforced it from being flat while on the road, so it may need a little bit of time for it now to readjust. Okay, so I turned this way. There's a couple of spots kind of flat. There he is. Hey guy. He's like carrying something to his nest. And looks like his nest is near me. Huh. It's actually almost darker, twice than camera shows. So finally leveled. I think tent is gonna go here. Wow, what a beautiful day. Fishermen weren't really out on the lake until like lunch right now. I think many people just basically arrived here Friday evening, partied, beered up, and then kind of woke up late today, probably started doing this. Quite a few people. Last time I was here, well, okay, maybe I was here like a week earlier, or maybe, I don't know. I didn't see this many people at all. So the transfer case, I've been YouTubing now, and seems like it might be the transfer case seal leak. But I do have appointment coming up in just like 2 days after I come back. Basically, I'm gonna have to take my work remote setup and deploy and kind of work remotely out of a garage place with Wi-Fi. And the idea was for this is because I've been hearing squeaking noises. I thought initially it's coming from this rear tire here, and it's almost like rubbery kind of sound, not metal to metal grinding. So I went to Cal Tire just before this work remote, and the guy put it on the hoist, started listening to things, and he's like, come over here. So he put my ear next to drive shaft, rear one. He's like, it's coming from drive shaft. It's like, well, it's Cal Tire, right? They're not real mechanics, but he's like, yeah, well, there you go. And I'm like, that's weird, poking from window, listening, it seemed like it was coming from the rear tire. I thought it could be maybe a caliper jam, and he's like, you know what? Well, that Cal Tire guy, he's like, yeah, when drive shaft kind of goes bad, or possibly the joint where it kind of does produce sort of that similar sound if you had a little bit of pads rubbing against the disc, right, because of caliper jam. Anyways, so it would definitely no sounds were coming from wheels, right? It was like I leaned my ear against it. So then I contacted Taryn at Big Country Customs. I'm like, hey, let's set up appointment after I come back from this trip. It's not critical, really. So I do have that appointment, and he already knows that there's something going on there. But the noise on this trip definitely kind of increased in consistency, whereas before it seemed like it would go away after pickup of speed. Also not all the time be when going front at slow speed, like really slow speed, but definitely always when going backwards. And now it became more consistent throughout this trip. And good thing I looked, but this is actually interesting. Look at this wetness here. I'm like, oh, maybe it's rain over there on the frame itself. And then I got that here too. And little drips there. Oh shit. And here Okay, so in motion this fin's been spinning liquid then. It could be two issues here really, right? Like indeed maybe drive shaft here, which is stock. I haven't touched it. Truck is 10 years old. It's been for stuff. Maybe it does need a joint replacement, and this stock Ram rear drive shaft with huge suckers. They don't have grease points, but maybe it's dual issue actually. Maybe there's a seal. Well, after I search on YouTube, maybe there is a seal leak for drive shaft here. Not drive shaft, transfer case. Anyways, I've put cardboard here just to see over time, today, in coming days, if there are active leaks happening while I'm camping. Well, since it's 3 o'clock, kind of had to set up one and a bunch of other stuff and just researching things. So only a few fishermen are out, but I'm just gonna go. This lake is pretty shallow generally. I think the lowest is 5 meters depth, but it's fishy lake. And there is one spot actually, according to depth map indicated, one little patch that is actually 5 meters, so I'm going there. It's a hot day. They're probably hiding there in the bottom somewhere. There you go. So I went to the deepest spot here to cast, and really I just cast it first time right now. I anchored down, right, because it's deep and it's kind of windy. It's blowing me away. And yeah, first cast. And this is good size rainbow. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, this is dinner. Or is it rainbow? I think so, yeah. Oh man, yeah. Nice. There you go, relative to my arm. What the size of this guy is. He is up to my elbow. Pretty much, yeah. That's definitely a dinner. Look at this beauty. My new cooler. I lost one on Texada Island, but it was also big. And I'm like, I don't need such a big one. So ordered from Amazon, tiny one. It's exactly for this. When I'm fishing, shellfish gathering, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Anyways, I gotta deal with this guy. He goes in the cooler. I'm actually gonna fill with some water the cooler. May as well keep him alive until I'm done. But this is the lure I used. I didn't even switch on this lake to the lure I know that's supposed to work the best here. It's kind of similar fin, except black body with sparkly fins, rooster tail. This is still kind of like bluish, and yeah, like that. Well, a couple of you guys know which lake I'm at. Again, I said I'm not gonna say names because I was asked not to share. Yeah, there you go. Bluish fin worked. First cast. Well, I was trolling, like trolling, but I guess I grabbed a piece of seaweed so they weren't attracted, or whatever the weeds. But as soon as I anchored and cast it, done. Da 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 da. Just as I recorded that last video. There you go. Slightly, well, this guy is a little smaller than previous guy, but it's a good size. And I think it's about my reeling speed. Now I kind of know the speed, and I added this weight there to cast further. Right, I'm just being anchored, maybe slowly drifting. But I think I figured out the speed, because it's similar speed of reeling back that I used when bites were happening. Nice! That's the third one. And that's the size between the first and the second. Whew. Oh buddy, you're going in. This is the biggest one. This is so fatty. Holy chunky guy. Alright, I got my 4. Oh, there's some dinner coming up. Booyah! As an experiment, I'm trying to fish offshore. Holy bites after bites. This is third one, 2 snagged. Look at this. Hey, what I'm saying is, this is big. So much meat here. I mean, not the biggest trout out there, but this is decently big. Come on. This is good. Just offshore. Good to know. And I definitely don't need to boat way the hell in the middle of deep waters where it's getting dark. I don't have much time. It's fish to clean. But I'm gonna have a cookout with trout. So it's gonna be grilled. This Japanese stove. Just gonna mince this in my little pull-out thing. Basically gonna make sauce with actual veggies, some dill, some greens, some parsley. I'm gonna have a tiny bit of pesto, Tunisian sauce. Love it. Just a little bit, you know, a little bit of everything. Then yeah, that's furikake and a little bit of crab spice. Yeah. Oh yeah, peppers goes in there. So there's like a tomato. There's gonna be another tomato there. Cooking time. Midday today. Just boating. Not too far away from car. Yeah, kind of in the middle of the day. It's not biting by the shore much. Clouds came in, there's little dribbles. So too lazy away, and I do need to edit my US trip. I'm just in the boat here editing, and I decided to sink instead of casting. Just sink on the bottom and wait and put the bell on. And look at this guy. Oh, this is like one of the size of my biggest one yesterday. So fatty and big, but I'm not keeping any for today. I don't want to deal with fish gutting. I'm here for a week. If I need to catch some more in following days and whatnot, if I feel like gutting and cooking that, then I will. So it's more sports now, because I have so much food in the car. I didn't actually cook yesterday. I gutted them and put in the cooler. It started to get really cold, coldish. It was 11. And like, you know what, I got so much food in the fridge, I'm just gonna go inside, get my 20 Celsius up in heat, and as well heat up some stuff and cook. But now is finally that time. This is my sauce, little fish taco, and this is taking forever. I'm battling wind here, see? Wind obstructions. Only about like 40 minutes later, I finally have my rainbow trout fish tacos. Taco. I'm just gonna eat one. I still have fish gutted here. Man, I just scraped all these things, and this is why I don't like barbecuing, grilling, and so on, because it takes forever then to clean all this shit. And just the effort and so on. I prefer something like throw in the frying pan some ingredients and just mash it together, or sandwiches, or you know, things that are easily heatable, throwable on the pot, and just warm up and stuff like that. Tag away a little bit of fire here, the spot to burn all the fish guts. So lazy. And a little bit of beers. There's so much dry cow shit in here. Some native farmers. It actually burns well. I actually just kind of kicked some in the fire, because that's how people in Africa sustain fires, or cook even. So, like, you know, goat, cow shit kind of thing, or in India even. Yeah, it burns great. And especially when it's compressed, it burns super long time. In those countries, people actually do that, compress them to use them as logs, pretty much. But what I need to do still is unpack all my electronics. It's in the tent, nothing set up, and I need to start working remote tomorrow. This guy goes by, second evening already, near my place. I'm not sure what it is. What are you? He does have some kind of a nest by those red rocks over there. I've seen him go there 3 times already. There he is. Let's get closer to him. Hey buddy. Just on this rock. Hello buddy. Friendly. Well, it's Wednesday already after work. Right now, 3 videos, 3 DJ sets are processing in a truck. The videos actually, right? Oops, what's happened here? And so I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna go fishing. Tomorrow is gonna be job to... Now this is, I don't know if I should keep or not. I still haven't tried sashimi. Maybe, maybe not. It's a good size. It was a nice day today, not too sunny. So Friday, definitely after work, I'll be packing. Maybe actually pack boat tomorrow evening on Thursday. I gotta figure out how much BCA coverage I got. There's gonna be definitely a job. Hopefully I can get to 100-mile house, 40-kilometer drive with drive shaft problem and transfer case leak. It's one of those times where I could say I'm not looking forward to this weekend. So what I'm thinking, actually, I may contact Terran. The idea is maybe to cut down traveling times, because BCC, Big Country Customs, are far away from me in Abbotsford. I'm in Burnaby. So in order for me not to drive another day again, what I may do is maybe on the way back from here, depends on how the whole Saturday goes, who knows, it could be worst case, but leave the truck at their mechanic shop, because I do have appointment on Wednesday anyways. Maybe they can look into it even earlier. Just leave it, then take all the valuables, all the stuff from freezers, and call Uber and get home. It's that guy again. I haven't seen him for a few days. Muskrat or whatever. Okay, he grabbed some grass. I guess he's gonna go to those red rocks. That's where he has some kind of a nest. Let's see. Let's track him down. Little buddy, where are you going? Yeah. Not to spook him like last time. I kind of tracked him, but then he, I don't know, dived under a rock or something. Oh, he dived again. Where are you going? Okay. Does he have a nest under rocks? Where are you? Okay, he dived here, but I guess he quickly kind of engaged, and I see some disturbed dirt here. It's almost like he has a nest of sort, like under the rock or something. I don't get it. It's obviously not on the surface here. Huh. Booyah! Just off the shore. Oh, beautiful sunset. So it's almost like becoming a routine kind of thing. Pack as much as I can the night before, or 2 nights before I need to leave. Like, I'm gonna fold the awning, all these things will be packed, all of it. But I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna cast here a little bit, you know. It's nice sunset, lots of bugs out. Look at this. I don't know if you can see. So these guys are hunting. It's a beautiful rainbow trout. Oh, catch and release. Let's keep going. And I'm actually using lure that is orangey here. It's not supposed to work great, but come on, show it. These guys, there you go, rooster tail orangey. But these guys are hungry at this lake. There's like bazillion of them. Alright, so let's address car situation for tomorrow. Leaky transfer case and drive shaft. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is basically, oh, webs. I'm gonna be monitoring every few kilometers as I drive what is happening. What I'm gonna do now is actually clean. So in the whole week I was here, there is only like 3 drops coming from here, from the transfer case, leaking transfer case. So this can go now. So what I was gonna do now is basically wipe with water pressure some of this oily spots from this, sprinkling around, right? So it's not greasy, it's wiped, so that tomorrow every few kilometers I stop, I can kind of gauge how much loss of liquid I'm having. I have no idea how much is in here left. So let's do this. This is my little shower head. And then I'm just gonna wipe with napkins and such. And these parts, okay, yeah, that's very oily. Napkin time. It gotten super cold just now. Some guy was walking by as I was under the truck. Still need to actually clean that space, because just as I get out, we had a little conversation. Guy from States, he comes here for like 20 years straight to this lake. And yeah, just nice chat, this and that. But as we were standing there for like half an hour, holy, it gotten cold. Like cold. I'm in a hoodie and I'm cold. So I'm like, okay, let's start fire and start packing submitted last files for work. I was actually not packing that, kind of waiting until files go through. It's like, okay, done. It's not one thing, it's the other thing. So I was biting late last night something, and that's it. So that used to be that's a dead tooth. I've had it for many years, and most of it was pretty much cosmetic filling on top. Most of the tooth was just filling, essentially. And I was told that it's temporary solution. Years later, you know, something's gonna come up. So it did come up. That's why it doesn't hurt right now. Nothing. It's dead tooth. There's no nerves. But considering it's front tooth and most of it is pretty much gone, at this point it's probably implant. That's gonna take a while. It's probably gonna cost a shit ton of money. So for a while there, you'll see me like this in the camera. Shit. So when this leg gets wet, wow. I'm driving slowly right now. It's been raining all night. Actually, my whole chair is completely wet. I didn't put it under the truck and I didn't know it's gonna rain. And there is no way for me to dry it. And it's been raining all night, basically making this road, apparently, it obviously didn't dry up. Super slippery wet. Thank God it's not playa kind of mud, but even going slow, my truck is sliding. Pressing brakes doesn't do a whole lot. Check it out. So wet, man. Almost playa stuff. Come on. Alright, so I've done about 8 kilometers so far. Holy, my shoes are heavy. About 8 kilometers. Oh yeah. I definitely see some fresh leaks. Okay, so 4 kilometers ago I wiped the whole thing with napkins. Let's see if something changed. Oh yeah, of course there's another drip. Well, I'm trying to go slow, like I'm going below 40, just not to stress anything. Poor baby, but it says 23 kilometers to go to a mechanic shop, so that's the plan. It's not a mechanic shop for you know, like consumer cars like this. It's for truckers, right? Long haulers. But one of my camp neighbors said that his buddy had an issue on the lakes here, and he actually stopped by at that place and they changed him tires and things like that. So if they're not too busy with some giant trucks, they may actually do something. But what I'm thinking is, since they're designated for big hauler trucks, they probably have spare parts and a bunch of it for Peterbilt, you know, those brands. But for consumer trucks like this, probably nothing. And I don't think there's any other like actual mechanic shop in Hanwell House. It's pretty much all the way Williams Lake, or I don't know, Lillooet or somewhere south. But we'll see. Well, regardless, I don't know, I gotta talk to them. If they have parts somehow, blah blah blah, and they can fix this. Oh, but they're not working tomorrow. Today is already late because I'm going slow speed. It's gonna take me an hour and a half to even get there. It's already like 1 o'clock, blah blah blah. So I doubt they can do anything, and tomorrow we're closed. So regardless, yeah, I need to call tow truck today. Regardless, 12 kilometers to go, but now the lakes are definitely active. Where are you? Shit, it definitely activated. I literally just stopped. Okay, made it to Caribou Truck and Equipment Repairs. Oh yeah, I just stopped, it's already leaks. Yeah, it's active leaking. So another big rig shop here, but I'm not sure where the entrance is. There's definitely some workers here parked somewhere. I see some like off-roader truck near me, but where's the entrance? Okay, so fine gentlemen, of course, at this big rig shop don't have my kind of oil for this. I stopped just now, I don't see any active leaks, which is probably actually bad. I want to see a few leaks at least, right? Because at the moment it doesn't leak, that's it, let's stop, call tow truck, whatever. So they sent me to supply shop here nearby. They have it, I'll pick it up, come by here, we'll just fill that up. This is just for me to get by around town, whatever, right? And then tow trucks and whatever. If they don't come today, it's fine, I got tomorrow, whatever, they can come tomorrow. I'll just sleep in town here somewhere, right? Like in a truck, outskirts, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's get to a supply shop. So back when I was started overlanding first couple of years, I was a noob and I was like scared pretty much of everything, and I've seen a bunch of those expedition overlands and so on videos. And in the beginning I do remember carrying like extra oil for engine stuff on the roof or whatever. Like I used to carry liquids, but then over years I gotten kind of lazy and I don't past few years I haven't been really going all that like really remote. But this is just a reminder to carry fluids. I talked to a camper guy near me, that US guy. He's like, oh yeah, I had shit happen in the past 20 years. He's carrying extra fluids with him, some spare parts that are for his whatever Ram 2007 diesel are common to break. He's carrying all that stuff. But so I got apparently, yeah, my transfer case takes about 1 liter and I got 3 just in case, and I'll carry. Alright, and I'll apparently ask them. There's 2 mechanic shops here that deal with consumer cars. I'm gonna go there right now just in case. Well, if anything will help me fill up, you know, whatever, fill it up. But I decided to get 3, just you know, actually start carrying it on the roof, because if I had one, I would just top it up at camp and I would not stress like this so much. We're moving one of the big guys to park me in. So I kind of joked with one of the guys, like, so you're the real mechanics because you deal with these big boys rather than consumer little toys. He's like, you know, things are getting complicated for consumer vehicles, so it can get tricky too. We're not necessarily the mechanics. There you go. If you're ever in 100-mile house and you have a problem, you could visit Rigid Truck and Trailer. They obviously wouldn't have parts for truck like this, but you know, knowledgeable mechanics. And actually 2 spots that supply shop told me about mechanics, I googled them nearby for consumer vehicles. They're closed already on Saturday, 3 o'clock, 3:30. So yeah, and the other big truck shop here is closed, or several of them. So we're the only guys. So the verdict is that I don't have to tow truck right now. I can still keep on driving. He basically inspected the play. Well, they're knowledgeable, right? So I'm like, hey, can I drive with that still? How bad does it get? Like the actual play dry shaft and transfer case? He said it's actually, yes, there is play, obviously, there is leakage, but it's not that bad. He explained to me different things I'm gonna feel if it starts going bad and this and that. He said basically I should be able to make it down south without any tow trucks. So for leakage, I actually climbed with him, so he tells and show and tell kind of thing. I'm trying to learn these things too, right? I never dealt with some stuff I've dealt with before. I kind of already know what to look for at least. Some stuff I have no idea. First time, like this is first time for me. Just to see how much liquid is left still before even topping up anything. He unplugged the upper plug fin, not to drain but to fill up, and it's still on a level. He explained to me how much the amount should be roughly, and usually they recommend from that hole, second hole up top, to fill up. Usually you should have it up to that level, oil, or maybe just a little bit of a finger when you kind of dip in. So he dipped in and stuff started coming out. So even though I've been leaking all that, I still have shit ton of oil in transfer case, at least for now. But definitely it became on bomb. But see, now I'm gonna be driving smooth road, it's okay. It's probably because of bumps and jumps and all these flexes and things, yeah, that became more active. As far as vibrations, it's hard for me to feel any right now because I get vibrations even from light bar. I specifically decided to skip a few of my campable spots from previous trips to go a little bit further to this provincial park, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pay 20 bucks, but I'll be by the river, you know, it's not. And it's closed. It's already mid-June. What is going on? Alright, well, I gotta find a new place. So far, car is behaving okay. Yes, there are leaks. I didn't check yet with a finger. No new sounds. Kinda going. Already past Cache Creek, so I thought like, okay, I'm gonna stop here and then let things cool down. Finally do a check and maybe fill up for tomorrow. I basically don't want to push all the way today, even though it's like, what is it, 7, 8? There's no point. I just want to camp out, have a few beers, whatever, chill, and continue tomorrow. Thankfully, just maybe a few kilometers away there is this campground, which is not provincial. It's some kind of a probably native thing. I see some spots. I don't want to drive anymore. Like, I'm tired, like really tired. My head is, I don't know. I need a little beer, just chill, but I am done for today. Picked up some beers also in whatever town I was. Never tried this before. So it seems like a beer from Madrid. I'm not even sure if it's lager. Well, time to try. Well, it seems whatever access to water here is way, it's like past those houses. You have to walk or drive somewhere there, so quite a distance away. This is supposed to be part of some kind of a rafting resort thing that's as well something like 10 kilometers away. Whatever, I don't care about any of this rafting stuff. Yeah, see, it's quite a bit down. Get out of campground, I was kind of tilted there. So took the fin off, fingering. That is definitely, it's like here or something. This is all I could get at that supply shop. Alright, so I guess the idea will be like this, kind of tilt it on an angle. I'll fill it up first. Okay, so it wasn't that huge amount. Fresh clean car for Terran, for BCC to work on. Everything under, everything I cleaned. So got home, actually after that refill of oil, even some squeaking went away. But still, there's always something with drive shaft and transfer case. I'm not sure how much I lost the rest of the highway today. I've been going on something like 70, 80 below speed limits just to not stress things up. That's why it took a while, Thursday and today, to get back. And once I'm at home, let things cool down, I'll actually refill again. It will be more evidence like what's going on. But I didn't see a whole lot of drips today coming from drive shaft. No idea.